Hey guys, how we doing? Coach Dana Cavalier here, checking in with you today. I want to talk to you about a concept called physical reactivation. Now, what does it mean? It basically breaks down to, first we have an understanding that our body is not where it should be, where we want it to be, and where it was when we were performing at optimal levels. So what I find is in a lot of my clientele, especially that's in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, they spend their teens dreaming, their 20s hustling, their 30s working super hard, and their 40s accumulating wealth. Then all of a sudden they wake up and they say, oh my gosh, I gained 10 pounds to 20 pounds. My family life is a mess. I focused on everything else but what I should focus on. And I let myself go. And now that I wake up, I look at myself and I'm not very happy with what I see. So that leads to a tumbling, I guess, of negative events, and you start to see self-esteem goes down. You start to feel poorly about yourself. You start to look at yourself in a way where you start to have doubt. Can I even get back to that state of mind? I was in my 20s when I felt that way. I was, playing basketball every day. I was doing this, I was doing that. But the point is, no matter where you are in your life, you can reactivate yourself physically. And I have some clientele that they're in their 60s, again, very successful business folks, and what they were able to do is cut themselves down 10, 15 pounds once we got them realigned physically. So that's something that I want to share with you guys, because I feel that at different times in your journey, you start to feel like you can't do it anymore. Oh, this is my body, this is who I am, this is just the result of aging. And the reality is that's not true. It's true if you believe it, but it's not true in terms of your physiology and how your body works physically. So I call it physical reactivation. And if you're mentally stressed, if you're tired, you're fatigued, you're not feeling optimum every day, or 6 out of 7 days, you're walking around with fatigue, negative thoughts, bad patterns, bad posture, bad bodies, etc., you need to reactivate yourself physically. Now, when you reactivate your physiology and you get yourself going physically, it's amazing how your mind starts to realign with it. And every day you work out and you train, even if you hate it in the beginning, that sweated day principle that I talk about a lot will start to fix your psychology. Now, a lot of people say, I gotta hire a therapist, I need to get somebody to work on my psychology. But the reality is, the more you just hyper focus on your psychology and you spend time in your head, they say if you're in your head, you're dead. Because it's very hard to think your way into better shape. So I believe the other way. Get yourself going physically, break a sweat, better your body, feel your muscle tighten up, feel it working, feel that pump. And by doing that, boom, all of a sudden you're going to start to have more confidence. You're going to stand up taller. You're going to be digging yourself a little bit more in the mirror, although that's vain, it will help to improve your psychological state. And then we can start to focus more on strategies to create an iron mind. So the reactivation, to reactivate yourself physically, it's really about, goes back to my sweated day principle. Get yourself going every day, pick an activity, 30 to 60 minutes a day, and get yourself going. That sweated day and that training, it could be shooting hoops and playing competitive basketball with yourself, competitive horse, playing tennis, hitting the ball up against a wall, something that keeps you moving for 60 minutes a day and breaks a sweat. Then we'll add a weightlifting component, etc., to continue to build the muscle and get yourself going. But very simple stuff. Physical reactivation leads to mental strength and getting yourself mentally back on track and realigned. So I hope that helps. We'll get more into this because it's the driving factor behind everything I do. Your physicality drives your mentality, and then your mentality drives your physicality,